Hey boys and girls, it's me, Miss Liguria, live in video. Okay, so I am going to do a video lesson on some chunking sounds. So we in group are working on chunking sounds. So I'm going to show us some of our pals and some words and some strategies we can use to chunk out the sounds in a word. Because I've noticed that some of us are like, we're having trouble putting the sound pieces together. So that's what we're going to focus on in this video. So right now we're going to start with ank, ink, and unk. So our three gray pals, okay? So our first one is ank, A-N-K. A-N-K says ank, ank, ank. Say it with me. Ank, ank, ank. I-N-K says ink, ink, ink. And U-N-K says unk, unk, unk. Okay, so if you look at the whiteboard, I'm going to put up two words that have the ank pal in them. All right, so we have this top word right here, and then we have the bottom word. So what I would do first is I would look at the top word and I would say, what chunks do I see? Because we're chunking sounds. Well, I know that my pal is ank, A-N-K, so I can box that. And I know that A-N-K says ank. So then I actually see another pal, T-H. T-H says so if I put those sounds together, I have ank, thank. Okay, so here we go. I'm looking at my second word. I see A-N-K. Oh, I know that's a pal. I'm going to box that in my head. And then I see this beginning sound. And I know that the S says S, S, S. So I'm going to say S, ank, sank, sank. So that's ank, okay? Now, I'm going to move to ink, ink, ink. Okay, so I have this word and this word. So same thing for chunking sounds, okay? We're going to see that we have a pal. What's the pal? Yes, I-N-K says ink, ink, ink. So I put an imaginary box around that. And I see another pal right up front that looks just like the one that we just did. So we've got ink, think. Ooh, think, okay. Now I see, in my second word, I see the pal again. Ink, and then I've got a sound. P, ink, pink. That's how you chunk sounds. All right, we're going to do two words with the last pal with the gray pals. All right, and that's unk, 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 U-N-K. So we've got one word, two words. All right, so the top word, I'm gonna look for my pal, U-N-K. Ooh, I see it right there. Put my little imaginary box around that. And then I see two sounds in front of it. Now, S-K isn't a pal that we have, so we have to say those sounds. So we have to go sk, unk, sk, unk. What word does that sound like to you? Sk, unk, skunk. Good job. Okay. Second word, I see U-N-K right here. I'm going to put that box. I know that says unk. And now I see T-R. TR is not a pal, so I have to say the letter sounds. Okay, I know that the T says t. I know the R says t, unk, trunk, trunk. See how I run those sounds together? That's called putting it all together. So when you're sounding it out or chunking out sounds, you have to still put the word together so it makes sense, okay? So we've got trunk, trunk. Got it? So our pals that we went over today were ank, ink, and unk. All right, see you next time. Hi boys and girls, I'm back. And so now we are going to look at our next set of pals. We have CH, 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 PH, f, f, SH, sh, TH, and WH. All right, so we're working on chunking sounds. Say it with me, chunking sounds. Good job. So we're gonna work on chunking sounds again, okay? So I'm gonna put up one word from each of these pals, and we're gonna work on how we would chunk out those sounds, okay? So the first pal we have is CH, all right? So here we go. All right, so if my pal is ch, where's the pal in this word? The beginning or the end? You're right, it's at the beginning. So I'm gonna box that pal in my brain, and I know that CH says ch. So I say ch, and then I have to go to the next sound, okay? E says or E. So I'm gonna go ch, chest. That sounds like a word I know. Chest, okay, and I put all the sounds together. Now, don't get confused. What if you got here and you went east, cheest? Does cheest sound like a word that you know? I don't think so. Cheest is wrong. So when you get to that E, and you said E, remember that that's an enemy letter. You have to flip the sound and know that it says and E. So if cheese doesn't sound right, flip the sound and say chest, okay? So our second word that we're gonna take a look at is PH. All right. All right, now this one's got a couple of tricky rules in it, okay? So I see my pal, PH. I'm gonna box that. All right, now the E at the end of a word can be silent. So we're not gonna say that. So we know that PH says phone. That sounds like a word I know. So that's chunking sounds and putting it all together. The E is silent. All right. Next pal is SH. All right, I've got this word right here. I'm gonna find my pal. Right there in the front. All right, you know what? I actually see another pal in here, right here. IR, okay? So here's where I can use two pals to chunk it out and get there faster. So I've got IR says it just has that R sound. So it goes shirt. See how I blend those together? That's what you should be doing when you're reading words that are difficult for you. All right, our next one is TH sound. All right, I see my TH right there. Drawing that box in my brain, it goes this. That's how you chunk that sound. And then our last word starts with w. All right, let's find that pal. W. All right, I see it. And remember that E at the end is silent, so we don't say it. So we go whale. That's how you chunk that out. Now, remember that A is also an enemy letter. So if you were to go see how that's not sounding right? You need to flip the sound on that A, okay? So we go whale, and that E is silent. All right, boys and girls. So that was our purple pals. So we've got two pal groups down, okay? And we really need to work on that chunking sounds. because sometimes letters have more than 1 or 2 chunks. They sometimes have like 3 or 4 or 5, and we have to be able to remember what those chunks say and put them all together. So that's what we're working on, okay? See you next time.